At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Ranked number one in innovation for 10 consecutive years and number two among public universities for employability, ASU isn't just ahead of the curve, it's creating new paths to success. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online, that's a degree better. Explore more than 300 undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Hi, I'm Markette Sheppard, host of More to the Story, and I'm so excited to bring you a preview of Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This is the 8th installment in the long-running Mission Impossible franchise, which spans nearly 30 years, if you can believe it. And while this movie is not due out until May of 2025, that's 5 months from the time of this recording, all of the movie bloggers are buzzing about this film, and they have been for months now, quite frankly. So I wanted to give you a preview of what Final Reckoning is all about. And in this clip, you're about to hear from the man himself, Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt, along with Ving Rhames, who has been there from the very beginning since the first Mission Impossible film premiered in 1996. And then Angela Bassett, fan favorite, is also featured in this preview. Here's a listen. Ooh, famous last words from Ethan Hunt. Oh, I get chills every time I hear that phrase. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, which is basically a part of pop culture. It's a part of society. Everyone knows what that phrase means, and Tom Cruise has just made it more popular over time, and we love him for it. So I have a question for the Cruisies out there, as in Tom Cruise serious fans, not the light fans, but the serious fans. And by the way, I just coined the term Cruisies because I figured if Taylor Swift, who has been around for half the time as Tom Cruise, can have Swifties, no shade, but I'm just saying, I think Tom Cruise, who has had 8 Mission Impossible films and a laundry list of other hits, he should have a fan base called Cruisies. So back to the question, Cruisies. How early are you going to pre-order your tickets for MI8? Are you going to be waiting for the websites to go live with the ticketing? Are you going to be one of those people who go alone and sit in the middle seat, so then all of the parties of 2 and 4, they're all off balance because you're sitting in the middle? Are you going to go at midnight? I feel like this film is also at the status where you can dress up, like how people would dress up for Star Wars. Are you going to dress up as Ethan Hunt, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg? Let me know. I'm curious. If you do it, I may do it too and take pictures. DM me on my Instagram at Markette Sheppard. Let me know what you're doing as a cruisy special for Final Reckoning. And maybe, who knows, maybe I'll share some of what you send me on a future episode. I also have archived interviews with some of the stars from the film franchise. I actually met Tom Cruise and Angela Bassett a couple years ago when they were promoting the film in DC, so I can bring some of those interviews out of the archives. I also met Simon Pegg, who was lovely. And I also just think these stars are so blessed, especially the ones who have been there from the beginning, like your Ving Rhames, where you are an actor in Hollywood and you get to act in the biggest movie franchise of all time, or at least one of them, and it's a hit after hit after hit. So you have a 30-year career just on this one film franchise. How hashtag blessed is he and all of the other people who are part of the production, who have been on this journey since 1996 with Tom Cruise. Shout out to you. So I will bring you more Mission Impossible interviews with the stars, all of the previews. As long as the film company keeps giving it to me, I'm going to share it with you. But for now, what are you watching on TV? I am so excited to bring you the first listener generated TV reviews in a new segment called What I'm Watching Right Now. I mentioned it on the last episode, and thanks to all of my listeners who answered the call. I had 16 submissions, and I want to share with you two of the most interesting. So the first recommendation is for Landman on Paramount Plus. It's about a bunch of cowboys and billionaires in West Texas trying to get rich in the oil industry. Here's what a More to the Story listener thinks about that.
Hi, my name's Daryl from the great city of Lincoln, Nebraska, and I just started watching Landman 2 days ago. I had to check it out because of Billy Bob Thornton, as well as Demi Moore and John Hamm. I was instantly pulled in. The opening scene of this series is amazing, and I was hooked. I'm only 2 or 3 episodes in, but I can't wait to finish the season of Landman. It's amazing. I know a lot of people are probably going to watch it because of Taylor Sheridan and what he did in his previous projects. If you're a fan of Billy Bob Thornton, I cannot recommend it enough to you. This guy's acting chops are amazing. And all the other characters, from his son to his ex-wife to the sheriff, amazing casting. And this is truly must-watch stuff here. Landman. Amazing.
Thanks so much for that review, Daryl. Now, listeners, Daryl is an actor who can be seen in the upcoming horror film Itch, and that's Itch with an exclamation mark. He's also done voiceover work in the film Beneath the Fold. You can check them both out on IMDb. This next recommendation comes from a listener deep in the heart of Texas. And if you like romantic comedies, then you'll love this.
Hi, my name is Jan Kelly, and I'm from Dallas, Texas. And what I'm watching right now is Emily in Paris. It's the most incredible show. I love it because it feels like I'm right there in the middle of Paris, France, and I love to see what fashion she's wearing every single day.
Jan, thank you so much for that recommendation. Now, Jan is a brand ambassador and marketing whiz who just completed some user-generated content campaigns for a cosmetics brand, and she's about to start a project for a supplement brand. So make sure you show her some love and reach out to her on her Instagram at Tootie's Closet. So what are you currently watching, and do you want to appear in an upcoming episode? If so, DM me via Instagram at Markette Sheppard, and I would love to play it on an upcoming episode. You can also email me. You can get all the links on how to contact me by just going to my Instagram. That's Markette Sheppard, Sheppard, on Instagram. I look forward to sharing your TV and film pics in a future episode. And on the next episode, you'll hear from the co-executive producer of hit shows like Alaska Daily, starring Hilary Swank, and The Hardy Boys, which is a household name because of the books. Her name is Sandra Fielkoska. She is going to talk about how she went from writing for TV to writing her first book, a novel that is called The Ends of Things. That's coming up on the very next episode. Make sure you follow and subscribe to the show so that you're in the know as soon as the episode posts. And in turn, I'll just keep showing up and trying to bring you the best content that I can every week. Take care, guys, and thanks for listening.